Misconceptions about dogs from dog shelters. Dogs from a shelter can be a great match for you, no matter what you've heard before. Today, I would like to debunk some of the misconceptions about dogs from shelters, like that the reason dogs are in shelters in the first place is that they are unsafe to adopt. Like the reasons that dogs are in the shelters in the first place, and that it is unsafe to adopt a dog from a shelter because of worries of aggression. Many people believe major reasons dogs end up in shelters because they were seized in criminal cases or were too aggressive to own safely. However, according to the ASPCA, more than half of all dogs and cats in shelters were received as strays. But that doesn't mean by any stretch that they were automatically aggressive, come from abusive environments, or have medical challenges. On the left is a picture of training that all dogs that go through adoption at dog shelters have to go through. And on the right is the levels of training that they go through at different phases through the adoption. Some testimony from a pet owner who has adopted 4 dogs from KHS, or Kansas Humane Society, says, by day 2, Nikolai's, a German Shepherd, had already become comfortable in the pack. My family and I have been blessed with them as they are all wonderful dogs. She has adopted all 4 of her German Shepherds from a Kansas Humane Society, and they have all been perfect for her. What makes a dog aggressive? Many people believe that getting a dog from breeders is a safer way because the breeders know the animal's bloodline and family history. With getting a dog from a breeder, you are taking on more of a risk than just aggression. Purebred dogs are more susceptible to cancer, tumors, eye and heart disease, joint and bone disorders, skin, immune system, neurological diseases, and even epilepsy. You need to be aware of these risks and effects, a risk that is much higher than in a mixed breed crop. And that right there says 1 in every 4 purebred dogs in America has a genetic problem. A recent study done by Rachel Casey, researched at the University of Bristol School of Veterinary Sciences, sent out 15,000 questionnaires to dog owners. Analyzing their responses, Casey found that the certain traits of the owner said more about the dog's aggression than the dog's breed could. On your left, we have a purebred dachshund named Jonah that is currently for sale for $975. All the ad says is that he's up to date with shots, dewormer, and comes with health guarantees. And on your right is Roxy, who has just been adopted from the Wichita Pals Animal Rescue, where you can adopt dogs with the same credentials for $150. So there's not really much of a difference, as you can tell, but that is a dog from a breeder, and that is one from your local shelter. In conclusion, I hope I've shed light on this situation. You may one day find yourself in a situation whether to adopt a dog from a shelter or a breeder. I'm sure either way you'll find your next best friend, but don't let the myth of shelter dogs being aggressive or not knowing too much about the dog besides what you can get from the shelter miss the chance to rescue a best friend. So whether it's tomorrow or 10 years when you're buying your future family or forever friend, don't forget that you can find a perfect match at your local